Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
The exact number is 3.4 inches of snow. That's what fell here in Muscatine, which is good because if you were watching the weather for the last few days, when it came to Sunday night, last night, it's Monday right now, I'm pretty sure, we were in the range of 5 to 8, 10, 12 inches of snow. Then it all kind of shifted more to the north. I'm trying to do my best meteorologist here. And we ended up with 3.4 inches of snow. I got that number from my friend Paul Brooks, who is a weather spotter, who is a weather nerd. And I say that with all due respect because Paul is a great guy. But that's what we got here in the Pearl City. And I also know that because that's what I shoveled this morning. Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. I need to start out by, I think what I need to do is get a gift basket, like a nice produce basket together for my neighbor. I have some neighbors on my street that are retired. And one of those neighbors, you know, I think when you're retired, you worked your whole life, you still wake up early. And he's the guy that's probably up at 4 a.m. doing some snow blowing. But I was a little disappointed when I noticed that you could see his footprints at the end of my driveway where he had snow blown several sidewalks and then turned around and went back. Now, I'm fully capable of shoveling my own driveway and salting it, which I ended up doing, but I just need to know what can I do for the neighbor to just get included in the route. That's what I need, is that fruit basket that Brian Mueller and the crew here at Hy-Vee could put together for me. Or maybe it's a bottle of wine. I should just ask what they like, perhaps. I was thinking cash in a bag in their mailbox. But again, I'm competent and capable, and the best part about shoveling yourself out is I've already taken 5,500 steps today on the old Fitbit. And it was a good workout. My shoulders, I hope you all at home aren't getting intimidated by all this muscle. You shovel and you're just like, I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger. After I shovel, I'm like, I'm the Terminator. My traps are rocking. And then I'm old. So the moral of the story is be kinder to your neighbors. What am I not doing? Am I not waving enough? I think what it boils down to, and maybe this is all TMI, is we haven't been able to make a block party in 5 years of living in our house because it's always on a Saturday in September, and I always have something going on. Ryan, clear my schedule for September. No events. I'm going to make it there. So school, as we're doing this show live, just about 2 minutes ago, we learned that Muscatine Community Schools have canceled for today, Monday the 28th. And again, if you're watching this show on cable tonight, you already knew this, and seems like it's a weird thing to talk about, but we do this show live starting at 8:30. So they had a 2-hour delay. They have since canceled. We've got this snow. I would recommend, if you're able to get outside, clear the snow, get rid of it, because it's only going to get colder. And this is like the dangerous cold. You know, sometimes you might think that the news or the weather is doing it on purpose to stir up people, but no, the next couple of days, it's like that kind of cold that you should not be outside for really a long period of time, you know, so be careful, watch out for your four-legged friends. Tuesday into Wednesday, it might be as low with the wind chill as like 40 or 50 degrees below zero. So right now, 29 degrees, which is nice. It was 32 when I got here, so you can see that it's already starting to get colder. And then that's where some of those really dangerous cold days come in. But hey, look at Saturday, everybody. A high of 39 and snow and rain in the forecast.
That looks like rain.
Jim Simmons, it's both. It's Snowmageddon. Can we just cancel the rest of January? Come on, February. You know, we're only like 50 days away from spring.
If it stays that warm, though, I mean,
yeah.
maybe it will be rain.
It's right. It could be. Jim Simmons is here because our first guest for today, whose name was, I think Jack Wilson was his name, works with Reunion Brewery in Coralville, was worried that the roads would be a little too treacherous, and I understand that. You know, you got to let the plow trucks to get out. But yeah, thanks for stepping in. Right. Yeah.
This isn't worth that. He can come back tomorrow.
Absolutely. So we're sitting here on Monday, and this coming weekend, the big game. Biggest Sunday for football fans. Even if you're not a fan of New England or Los Angeles, you're probably going to watch the Super Bowl at some point.
I would agree with that.
And it seems like a lot of people, Jim, host parties or they go to someone's house. We'd love you. You can watch it here at the Market Grill Express, of course. But it seems like the kind of thing they buy a bunch of good stuff and go to a different thing. Do you have any type of favorite big game item Are you an appetizer guy? Do you get like ribs each year?
I'm a food guy.
Okay.
I don't care what it is.
Good.
I really don't do much for the Super Bowl personally. You know, I've been to Super Bowl parties, but you know, I'd rather just, if I'm going to really be into the game, just
Yeah.
at home watch the game.
Sure.
I'm really not into being somewhere else and trying to watch it. But I'm kind of with everybody else on this one. This one doesn't excite me at all.
Right.
I'm not an LA fan at all.
Sure.
I'm not a New England fan. It would have been so much, even if the Saints would have got into it,
Right.
I would have been more excited about it, you know, and of course if the Chiefs would have got in, I would have
That would have
really
been
been
cool,
excited,
right.
you know, but it just kind of worked out to where it's just kind of another football game for me, unfortunately.
Sure.
But still, it is a reason to get together.
Absolutely.
You know, and a lot of people will get together and have a great time. And
It's an excuse. You know what it's an excuse for? It's an excuse for like fiesta trays.
yeah,
7-layer dips and things that, because
Yeah.
if you think about it, when was the last time you're like, you know what, I'm going to either buy or all the ingredients to make or come to a place like Hy-Vee and pick it up? That's where we need, like,
Yeah.
you know, we're kind of on the backside of the holidays. Easter is super late this year.
yeah,
Not until like April 21st or something.
Yeah.
So we've sort of got this lull. Valentine's Day certainly coming up. But that's just it, like a good 7-layer dip or a
Yep.
giant, like an excuse to just get a giant thing of wings.
Yeah.
I don't know where you stand on chicken wings. I like chicken
I
wings.
love chicken
of course.
wings.
I don't really like eating them in front of a lot of people because nobody can eat a chicken wing and not look like you're. I get so messy.
I don't even care.
Okay, so you're just
I'm
like,
all in.
you're-
You know, until I'm done eating, I'm a disaster. You know, and I'm fine with it.
That's awesome.
I mean, you know, you don't eat wings and expect to look good doing it. I mean, if
I just
you're
feel
gonna
like when
enjoy
I'm
'em-
eating wings, like I feel like people are watching me, and not that I expect people are watching me. I'm not paranoid, but I just feel like that. Right? If you're
Yeah.
going in and you're doing this move, and it gets in your goatee, and then I'm a blue cheese guy. I don't know
Oh,
where you
me
stand.
too. Oh yeah, all over it.
People that let me do a quick poll here behind the scenes. Raise your hand if you would dip chicken wings in blue cheese, please. Cody is the only, and Chad, look at that. All right, so there's 4 smart people on the set today. Jim and I, Cody and Chad, Ryan and Betsy. They must like ranch. Is that what you're saying? Okay, that's fine. You
Betsy
can-
has no clue what we're talking
Right,
about.
Betsy. Oh, she's handling the Facebook chat. That's
There
good.
it is,
She'll
yeah.
get it in 30 seconds. Don't worry about it.
She-
Just talking about you, girl. Chicken wings. But no, this is it, right? This weekend is such a big one
Yeah.
for wings and little smokies and crock pots. And
Yeah.
the best part about Hy-Vee is like if you needed an extra crock pot,
It-
you could take one home.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely. You know, the Super Bowl is the #1 party day.
Yeah,
It actually takes out New Year's.
I believe it.
I know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So it is a big deal, and it's a lot of fun. And it is, I mean, I think most people get together anymore to watch the commercials just to see what's going to happen. You know, that's a big deal.
It's like the
And-
one time a year, Jim, that nobody's fast forwarding a commercial.
Yeah,
If you think about how we consume media now,
yeah,
you're watching something probably recorded. I mean, you could record this show for all we know, and thank you if you do. There's not a lot of things you have to fast forward to, unless
Right.
you don't like me, then you fast forward to the guest. But but that's just it. Like these commercials are so compelling, and I wonder, and I haven't looked because I almost would rather be surprised to see if Hy-Vee is going to have any special big game ad. They
Yeah.
just rolled out. Hy-Vee just rolled out a new ad for the meat department with
Yeah.
Michael Buffer, right?
Yeah.
With Michael Buffer, the voice of boxing, right? Hey, no school today, young man. They just canceled. I don't know if you got the news. That's my wife and family. They're really pumped.
they look
Hi,
excited.
Hank. Hank is in first grade.
Hank is fired up,
Yeah.
and Mother is not.
Right. She is going straight to wine and spirits right now. She's just going to do this move. But
Oh,
have you seen
man.
the Hy-Vee ad with Michael Buffer doing
Yeah.
the ringing out? Like, that really surprised me, and people are digging it when
Yeah.
they see that. So I don't know if we've got a big game ad planned, and I could jump online and look, but I'd almost rather be surprised with the rest
Yeah,
of
we
us.
do have some things coming, and
Good.
it's not what you would expect.
Okay.
So it'll be kind of cool, actually.
I like how you know, and you can still play it. Like, you're not going to spoil it. That's
No,
good.
I would never spoil it.
Nice.
I'm
That's
big
really
time
good.
into not talking about stuff.
I love it. Yeah.
If you haven't seen a movie, I will not tell you how it
Oh,
ends
you're a
ever.
good
I'm
friend to
one of those
have.
guys.
Good
because
friend to
you
have.
might watch it at home 2 years later, and I don't want you to be thinking of me going, "Oh, that guy ruined the movie."
Ryan
for me."
Broderson needs you in his life because he hasn't seen any movies. Ryan, have you seen Shawshank Redemption finally? Look at that, Jim.
Dude, that's one of
He
the best
still
shows of all time.
He's seen some of it. Okay, he gets a pass. All right. Just a small
yeah,
pass.
you got. It's all secretive when it comes to that stuff.
No, I
don't want to
appreciate
ruin
that.
anybody's stuff.
And that's just it. Like a couple of years ago, you you remember this. Some of these companies started releasing their Super Bowl commercials early. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you've got planned.
Yeah, it ruined the Super Bowl.
Because then you see it during the game and you're like, oh, I already saw this. Great. No, by the way, I don't want to know ahead of time.
Yeah, I remember some of my favorite was when Larry Bird and Michael Jordan were playing, horse and
the
call
best.
it off this, and that, and
those are the best
just fun
ever.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I tell you what, it is definitely a busy weekend for sure. And the best part, I think, for everybody in the Midwest where we're at, for sure, is we're going to get the snow today.
Yep.
We're going to get the terrible cold Tuesday, Wednesday. But we just saw the forecast heading into the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 32, 39, 40 degrees.
That's what we need.
That's great.
Yeah.
We'll suffer for 2 days and then be able to get together, go to our friend's house, have that Super Bowl watch party of your own, get all the supplies that you need for the 7-layer dips or the wings or your favorite beer, whatever the case may be.
Whatever it is. The beautiful part is whatever you want.
Oh,
we've got it. That's what I like. I love that part.
Look at that is exactly what I want. Where is that at? Holy carbs, everybody. If you need me, I'll be on a couch somewhere if I'm at that party. I don't even know what half of that stuff is. How do you get to it? That's right. How do you get to it? What do you do? Do you have like one of those long extender pincher things?
Yeah, that's.
I just need to grab some shrimp.
See, that place wouldn't be for me.
No.
Because when I go into a place like that, I want to eat, and I'm not going to be messing around with a bunch of things like that in my way.
No.
That's going to slow me down.
I love on Facebook, we just asked favorite Super Bowl commercial, and then if you're watching on Facebook with us right now, favorite Super Bowl go-to snack food, or is this the day when you're like, I don't normally get 4 bags of Sturzings for myself, but I'm just going to go all in. I like that we're showing, is that a stadium built out of hot dogs and there's Twinkies and ho-hos in there? Oh my gosh! Look at the broccoli as the trees. That's a nice touch. I just can't stop looking at the ho-hos. Those look so marvelous. Ryan Broderson, let's go to a couple of things since we've got Jim here. I'd like to go to the big game ad that we have on the back of the Voice of Muscatine newspaper this week, and then we've also got a bakery BOGO sale that kind of ties into the big game. So Ryan, whichever one you want to pull up first, we'll start there. But a lot of opportunities. So here we go. This is on the back page, and I love it. Make your big game party super.
Yeah.
We're getting around
the whole,
the trademark.
Yep.
There's those Sturzings or kitchen cooked chips. Jim, 4 for $10 between both those brands. And you know this because you've been doing it longer than I have. People just migrate, and we love all the other chips, of course. But when it comes to Sturzings and kitchen cooked, I'm amazed at the amount of stuff I see come through the register when I'm bagging groceries.
Yeah, and this is really a local thing, to this side of the state.
Yep.
And this time of year, they always have something. If you build a display, they'll give you a great price, and we pass it on. And at 4 for $10 is a great price. I mean, they're really over $3.29, 49 cents, something like that. So you can get them for $2.50. I mean, it's a great deal. I like that whole ad. I mean, it's not stuff that you probably have on the list.
Sure.
But all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I need to put it on the list because like the free bag of chips when you buy 2 dips. I mean, that's amazing.
Let me tell you, those tortilla chips are fried in the store.
Right.
And when it comes to like a restaurant quality chip that you're going to dip in salsa or guacamole or chili or whatever the heck it is, Fiesta, those are the best.
Yeah, they're good. We sell a ton of them.
And you can see on the back, it's got the date when they were fried, so you know that they're fresh.
Yep.
The Blue Moon deal is crazy, crazy good and just also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So you buy a 12-pack, you get a 6-pack for free.
Yeah. How cool is that?
I don't even want to tell my wife who's in the store that we have that as a deal because she loves Blue Moon.
She does love Blue Moon.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
She
That's
loves
her drink.
Blue Moon. That's good stuff. And then that Wild Turkey Long Branch, also a very good price and one of those things that will help you. This is true. This is according to science. If you have a little glass of Wild Turkey with an ice cube in it, or one of those like frozen, things that won't distill it, it'll make you a better shoveler. This is true. Science has proven Wild Turkey Long Branch will make you a better shoveler.
You may pay for it the next day because you thought you were a Superman.
That's right. You might sleep in the snow, but that's okay. If we go back to that ad for a second, there's a couple more things I want to mention. The pumpernickel bread. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're really excited about pumpernickel bread. Well, that's the stuff that spinach. I think I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. What came first, the spinach artichoke dip or the pumpernickel bread?
Right.
Because they just go hand in hand.
Yeah, and this is a big deal. This is on everybody's table at home whenever they're doing a big deal. This is a great holiday thing, and Super Bowl is a holiday, and that bread is amazing. Jake makes that right here. It's good stuff.
You talk about making things. The bakery is doing that every single day. I mean, we're in a time where, you know, the bakery could be 2 people and they could just be bringing stuff in off of a truck.
Right,
but
could
they're
be.
so, how do I say this without offending them? They're so dirty at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because they're literally making stuff.
Yeah.
Their entire shift. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know
right?
exactly what
These
you're
guys
saying.
come in and they look great and then they leave, and I don't know, I feel like you can't trust a clean baker.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, they're not baking if they don't have some flour on
And
them.
they just got flour everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's,
Yep.
you can tell that all this stuff is coming out fresh. Back to that ad one more time, because there's a couple things I want to point out, including a big old thing of meatballs with a fuel saver. Throw them in a crock pot. Just give them to me, however I need to get. I love meatballs.
Those are very good meatballs, too.
Boneless wings, traditional wings are on there. And then, Ryan, if we zoom out a hair, there is on Sunday, because a 10-foot or 12-foot sub sandwich isn't enough. Delmer says, let's go 24-foot super sub. I've seen this done over the not last year, but couple of years here, and I've never seen a sandwich this big.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
And then you can come in and buy a foot of the sandwich for only $12.99.
Yeah.
So again, you talk about ways to elevate your big game party at home.
Yeah.
You could get everything together, all the supplies, and make a foot-long sandwich, sure, if you want
Right.
to. Or you could just come here and pick a
Yeah.
foot or 2 up.
And keep in mind that it's a foot long, but it's probably
Right.
6 inches wide.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, I mean, it's a big piece of bread. I mean, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then if you do want to watch, it is a massive sandwich. If you do want to watch the game here in the Market Grill Express, here's what Ashley has going on. And again, pretty unbelievable deals. $2 mixed drinks, half-price draft beer, including some new ones on the draft system. That's the Sam Adams Cold Snap and the apricot wheat from Contrary Brewing.
Oh,
Beer
cha-ching.
made in Muscatine.
There you go. That's
right?
cool. Yes.
That's good stuff. $1 Busch Light draft, so I expect that we'll sell 1 million drafts on Big Game Sunday. So
Look at the appetizers and cheeseburgers,
I
dude.
know.
That's crazy. And the wings that we have are amazing.
The
a lot of
wings-
people don't think of us for wings. They're
for
good.
$10, you will get. You know how many plates of $10 unlimited wings I've gotten through? My record is 2, and I like wings, but you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
I gotta tap out. Can we just get a 2-round wing? Can I pay $9 to get 2 rounds of wings? But there's people that I know that'll show up and go 3-4 rounds in, and
Oh, yeah.
and that's awesome. But
I
yeah,
love
those are some
wings.
great deals for sure as we get ready for the big game. Now we go back to the bakery, Ryan, with this BOGO flyer. So Jake Hardman in the bakery was like, I'm going to get pretty wild this whole week. So this starts right now on Monday, and it's through this Super Sunday. And everything on this ad that we're going to show you in a second is buy one, get one free.
Right.
So when I saw this come together, I thought, I don't even know how it makes sense. Like, how can you do this? Because these are such great items. So if we look, Ryan, the things on this, sub buns. So if you're going to make a sandwich anytime soon, $2.99, buy one, get one free. So you're getting 12 bakery fresh sub buns for $2.99.
Yeah. $1.49.
Ridiculous.
When you
Right.
think about it.
Angel Food loaves, 9 ounce, $2.99. A lot of people that are, sticking to a New Year's resolution got that sweet tooth. You do the Angel Food, you do a little, ready whip or whip topping that's low calorie,
fruit, whatever.
low carb,
Yep.
low sugar, and then a staple. I feel like, God rest my grandma Catherine, her house. If there wasn't a coffee cake at her house, I never knew her house without coffee cake. It was
Is
just
that
one of those
right?
things. Always had it, right? So, admittedly, I haven't had coffee cake in a while. When it's buy one, get one free, you almost can't afford to not get it. Have you had the coffee cake from the bakery?
Yeah, our coffee cakes, our pudding cakes, all those things are amazing.
And then you look at stuff like the hard rolls, again, big game. You could split them in half and use it for it'll make the best pulled pork sandwich you've ever had.
Yep.
Those hard rolls are awesome. They're also good with just butter on them, it turns out. Like, you could do what? Maybe you're gonna dip it
They're
in
good
some,
just to eat.
That's right. You're gonna dip it in some gravy. Puff Cinnamon Crispies, $3.99, buy one, get one free. The cinnamon crumb bars are
Have
really
you had
good.
those?
No, the
You need to
stupid
try
diet
those.
started at a bad
Oh,
time.
Dude,
I would
those
be,
are so
I'd
good.
be willing to take one for the team.
I'll
For
bet
the
you
sake of
would.
the show. I have had the cinnamon rolls, and they're massive and fantastic. So again, Ryan, if we zoom out on this whole thing, this is a flyer that you'll see when you walk into the store. It's a BOGO sale. So everything on that ad is buy one, get one free. So if you're the person that's always wanted to share with your coworkers at the office,
There it is.
boom, you could roll in, get some coffee cake and cinnamon rolls, and you're all set.
Every single one of those items we make here.
Every single
Remember
one
we just
of them.
talked about
That's
how
right.
we make fresh.
Wow.
You know, nobody else can say that in town. No, everybody
Right.
else is pulling that out of a box.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. And Jake's
Right.
back there making all of it.
You know,
on
even-
top of everything else he does.
Yeah, and we talk about, maybe we don't talk about the donuts enough. The fact
yeah.
that there's someone third shift, that the frying of the donuts, bringing that back to the store created jobs, plural.
Yeah,
and there's
three
that's
full-time jobs.
3 full-time jobs to keep up with all these donuts.
Yeah.
So and not to, take shots, but there's other places within the vicinity that bring everything off of a truck.
Yep.
And there's a fryer right behind us, and there's a picture on the screen.
Yeah.
It's not just like half of them are fried here.
Every single donut
Every
there.
single donut.
Every single day. They only have a day shelf life, so you have to do it every single day.
I did not know that. That makes total sense, though.
Yeah, and our donuts are awesome.
I will tell you that I've fallen off the diet wagon for some of those old-fashioned
Have
donuts.
you?
Oh,
Old fashioned. I'll tell you what.
my.
Try
There's nothing better.
that blueberry cake. I don't know what the blueberry one, but it's blueberry streusel on it.
Okay.
Oh my
Cody,
God! Go
show
get
me a
one of
blueberry
those.
streusel, will you? Can you get the car cam over to the bakery?
I guarantee you that.
God bless
one's
Cody.
like-
He was going to try and zoom the camera, and that camera is so good we could zoom it into Fruitland, and we could see somebody in their living room. But I figure, so blueberry streusel is what it's called?
Yes, it is
You know that I
amazing.
love blueberries. This is like my kryptonite, blueberries.
Oh, dude.
When I was
if
first...
you haven't tried it?
No, but when I
Oh.
was first starting on my diet and I was that annoying guy that was so strict and I was trying to cut all sugar, the only thing that I would allow myself that was remotely sweet was a little, like a half a cup of blueberries and then a shot of Ready Whip.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
love blueberries, and they're
Yeah.
good for your brain. So what you're saying, Jim Simmons, is that the blueberry streusel donut is good for
Good for your
people's
brain.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a brain
That's exact.
superfood.
I'm pretty sure that's what I
everybody.
said.
Yes. All right, so here we go. Toyota Muscatine car cam in the bakery. And like I said, and I mean it with all due respect when I say that you can't trust a clean baker, they have got to get dirty.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. You have to.
I was back there helping them package cookies, thousands of cookies one day. And I got a little dirty. All right, here we go. Blueberry streusel coming in hot.
Yeah.
I
This
didn't
thing's-
even know what it looks like, so I wouldn't even have been able to tell Cody.
It's on the very end most of the time on that
Okay.
far side. She's looking for
Look
it.
at how many donuts are in there. On days like this where they cancel school and you got
There
the
it is.
kids or whatever, there's also a penny fuel saver on every single donut that you buy.
Yeah.
So get a dozen donuts, 12 cents off. I
Yeah.
don't know if,
Isn't that cool?
that's one of the best deals ever. Oh, look, she's putting it in a little bag and everything.
Oh yeah.
Make
he's
sure
gonna-
Cody pays for that. That's all. Like, keeping him honest. Let me get that little number system here. All right, we'll see what this looks like. And
Yeah.
bakery.
You just gotta try this. You don't have to eat the whole donut, dude, because I don't want you going off your
Well,
diet.
you're my boss. I'll do whatever you say. If I got to eat a donut on TV and not share with Brian,
Oh
I'm
my
fine
goodness!
with
Look at
that.
that.
Look at that. Okay, so I've seen that before, but I've
Okay.
not had that.
And it's a blueberry and it's got streusel
Yeah, Cody,
on
bring
it.
that back over. We'll show that off. So blueberry donut with streusel. That's your
Yeah.
go-to?
If you
One
have
of your
it,
favorites?
I love that donut.
Okay.
Yes,
Because that's a
and-
tough decision. It's kind of like when you're at Wine and Spirits and you're looking at all the craft beer and you're going, oh, yeah, I get that feeling
Yeah.
sometimes. That's where you can do, like, by the way, the mix and match 6-pack at Wine and Spirits. That's where you can really have some fun. But when I go to the donut case, you kind of get that same sense of, like, everything
What?
looks so good.
Yeah.
But that's where
Well,
we have that tunnel vision. I have it as well. Like, you got to get out of the comfort zone sometimes and
The
just
thing of that
try
is,
something.
a donut is all donuts are great, and all of them out there are good. So it's
Yeah.
just whatever you like. But that might be a donut that maybe you wouldn't even try.
Right.
You
This
know,
is true.
unless somebody said, "Hey,
Yeah.
sample that or whatever."
Yep.
We'll cut one open,
Yep.
let you try it. But oh my goodness, I'm telling you, if you give it a shot, you'll be going, "Ooh, darn, where have you been all my life?" You
My
know?
whole life has been a lie. I didn't even know it could have been so much better had I just given a blueberry streusel a chance. So having those kind of deals with the bakery,
Yeah.
just fantastic. One of the last things that I want to mention while you're here is it's Monday. We're doing this show on Monday, so
Yep.
even if you are watching this at night, you still have time to get here before midnight, of course. Make My Mondays. Different deal each Monday at
Yes.
Hy-Vee. Today's deal is really exciting, and I should have said this to my wife when she walked by because every time we're in the store, we're always buying some type of produce.
Absolutely.
You can fill a paper bag with produce. Thank you, Cody. Look at that. That looks marvelous. I like how I start talking about produce, and here's a delicious donut, everybody. It counts. It's produce. There's blueberries in it. Make My Monday produce sack sale, 20% off. There's paper bags in the produce department.
Yes.
And you grab it, you fill it up, and you save 20% at the register. It's that easy. And again, why this deal is so important and worth talking about is because the produce at Hy-Vee is the best, period. Most variety, and it's the freshest, period, in town.
Right.
Nobody else. Nobody has as much. I mean, there's so much floor space with produce.
Yep.
And those guys, Brian and Toby, they're meticulous about making sure that everything looks good.
Right.
It's the best.
Every day, gone through, daily. Sometimes 2 and 3 times a day, depending on what time of year.
Amen.
But I'm really happy with our produce. We redesigned it a little bit up front. I really like it. And this is the time you can come buy all your produce for the week today, because it's going to 20% off if you buy produce. That's a great
Huge
deal.
sale,
I mean, it's just a great deal. So stop out and see it today and take advantage of it. We got the bags right up front. I seen the table up there already. Everything you can put in there. Take 2 bags. I don't care. If you want to fill 2 bags, you get 20% off everything. So it's just a great deal.
When I promote this online, I say for people that are doing like a meal prep, if you're doing a diet, if you're doing a keto diet or a Whole30 or a paleo, and you're going through a lot of vegetables and some fruit, you know how that can add up.
Yeah.
So if there's a chance to fill a bag and save, and here we go through produce, I mean, this is the day to do it. Toby's going to love that he's on camera. He can't get enough of being on camera. So this is the day to grab a bag, fill it up. And I've seen it save people a lot of money at the register.
It does. You bet. It's 20 cents on every dollar, guys.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot of dollars.
Yeah,
that adds up in a hurry.
And if you think about what you're loading, look at how good it looked. The color scheme, they've got this big citrus sale that's coming very soon. And the different items that they're able to get in. Certainly there's some seasonal stuff, right? When things are in peak season, the homegrown stuff will be coming back in a few months, believe it or not. We'll be talking about homegrown
I can't wait.
produce instead of snow and ice. But yeah, just the option. It just looks good. I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes I feel like I can't take shots, but nobody else's produce looks this good. Nobody has this many people working in a department that are just dedicated to it. So, what do you think about Homer? It's fine, because I know that it's the day, and I'm proud of how good everything's. And nobody's mailing it in over there, right?
No, I tell you, Brian and his team care. Oh, I mean, that's what it's all about. You just care about what you do. And Brian and his team care, when you deal with produce, you're dealing with, stuff that you can get it home and turn in one day.
Right.
Right? So, so you're obviously not going to be perfect, but when it comes to produce, it's as close as you can get.
No,
they
do such
the other nice thing is if something does turn quickly like that, like I always think of strawberries, because right now strawberries are really, they're coming in looking great, but they might not last more than a week or 2 days or 24 hours. So you're always dealing with stuff like that. But Brian and those guys and his team, oh my goodness, they're fantastic at what they do.
They really do a great job.
They do.
Okay, last thing, because I'm looking at it. Today is the 28th of January. I always look to see what, national day it is.
Yeah.
There's a ton of them today. The first one that's worth mentioning, it's National Fun at Work Day.
Oh.
Right? So National
I thought that
Fun
was
at Work
every
Day.
day.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
That's Monday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. It's also National Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day.
Oh,
You're not going to find anybody that appreciates bubble wrap more than my 6 and 4-year-old.
We'd get that stuff here at the store.
Oh, it's the best.
I can remember taking rolls of it home and might let my kids run on it. I mean, that was a fun day right there.
Absolutely.
They'd play on that all day almost.
When you get the bigger ones, that's where it can get a little scary. It sounds like a firecracker.
Yeah. They were big, and my kids were so small, sometimes they just bounce on it. It's a poing, it's like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Indoor trampoline made out of bubble wrap.
It was cool.
Copyright 2019. Don't steal that idea. Data Privacy Day. I don't know if we have any kazoos for sale. It's National Kazoo Day.
Oh,
as a parent, you probably had a kazoo in your house. It's the most annoying thing ever.
Yeah.
I think that the maker of the kazoo was like, what we're going to do? We're going to create an instrument that just drives parents crazy. What should we call it? How about a kazoo?
I
Same
can't
thing
remember
as
my kids ever having one.
What's that plastic instrument called? A recorder.
Oh,
the recorder.
Man.
It's the same from the maker of the kazoo. If you want to annoy your family, here's the recorder. You'll pretend to care about it. There's a great picture of a kazoo.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have any
recorder.
kazoos.
Remember when you had to do that in school?
I do, and I remember
gosh.
thinking, like, what am I going to have a professional career playing the recorder?
Yeah.
My music teacher and I were not the best of friends. And it's not. I love music. I gave her a hard time with the recorder.
Yeah.
I do love music, but the recorder, it's just like nothing. Even if someone's good at playing the recorder, it still sounds like the recorder.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There's nothing good that comes
Here's
from
what
that.
you do with a recorder. And as much as I love the arts, you just stick it right in the garbage, and you say, how about a saxophone or a clarinet or the flute? What about the flute or a fife? I'd even play the fife before a recorder. I'd play the spoons. I think the sound of the spoons being played with some enthusiasm on a knee sounds better than any recorder I've ever heard. You could have Kenny G walking around the store with a recorder, and I would just be like, get out, you snake charmer. Get out of here. Get lost. No recorders.
I'd be a sax guy if I could be one.
That's what I'm saying. Saxophone is super cool.
Sax cool.
Right? I mean,
guitars first, but then I would.
Yes, and people know that I love the arts.
Yeah.
But the recorder should just, and the kazoo.
That's not art.
Get rid of it. The last thing, it's National Blueberry Pancake Day.
Oh,
so we've sort of achieved the goal with a blueberry streusel donut. Look at, there's the blueberry.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
also,
awesome.
the snozberries taste like snozberries. Ask the bakery; they've got a snozberry donut. That's a Willy Wonka joke for you friends at home. This looks great. I am going to try this for the sake of science. It looks marvelous. I do love blueberries, and I told myself I wasn't going to have anything sweet today. Oh, man.
Told you.
You're right. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And again, blueberries are good for your brain.
Yep.
That donut. Oh, it's so hard to talk with a donut in your mouth. How rude am I?
Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
That is really
That's
good.
a great picture.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
If you haven't tried it, you should just buy it. When you come in and get donuts again, just buy one just to try it. I mean, telling you, if you try it, you'll love it.
And if you don't try it, just give me the other half that you didn't take a bite out of as a refund. If you come in and you're like, that's not for me, just find Tony and say, I didn't really like this, and I'll take the other half.
You can do whatever you want,
We
Tony.
don't want to waste it, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't want to do that.
That is really good. I would have never thought to try that.
Yeah. That's the way most people are. They go, they get glazed donuts or a Long John or whatever, and then that one sits there, and people, it's like, you got to try it. You just
I like that
try
you're
it.
advocating. You are the champion for the blueberry streusel.
Yeah, I love
for
it.
you.
It's good stuff.
All right, we'll get Jim out of here. I want to go back to Cody with the cart cam because he is back in produce, because one of the notes that I had talked about was showing some blueberries, because here's another surprise. I love blueberry pancakes. So Cody's going to show us, I believe now, some pancake mix, some syrup. A blueberry pancake is the best.
I love pancakes.
Yeah.
It could be chocolate chip. It could be blueberry. It could be plain.
Pancakes are awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, I've had the almond flour pancakes being on the diet. It's not the same, but I'm glad that there's options available for me. Here's some syrup, right? You thought maybe there was one kind of syrup. There's 50 different kinds of syrup. Also, sugar-free syrup, pretty good. I'm going to say that to y'all. Sugar-free syrup is very good. It's delightful. No, we're good. So check that out. If you were going to participate with National Blueberry Pancake Day, you've got all the ingredients that you need here at the store, including the kind of pancake mix, and Cody's showing us here right now. There's some pancake mix you just have to add water. There's some where you crack an egg. There's and there's a blueberry pancake. Perfect, Cody. Great job. That's just it. Man, I miss pancakes, y'all. I really did not. I got to tell you, I woke up this morning and I thought, okay, Tony, we're going 100% full keto, nothing sweet this week. Got a wedding that I'm going to on Saturday, probably going to have some wedding cake, and then we start talking about blueberry streusel donuts, and they're just marvelous. Ooh. But my intent was to go super strict, so it's okay. One of my friends was kind of giving me the business, and I was talking about my weekend and how I wasn't really super focused on the diet. And I said, at a certain point, after you lose 100 pounds, you feel like I've got control of this now, so that if I go off of the diet, whether I had a heartier beer or something with more carbs in it, I know that I can kind of step back into the diet for a couple of days and cut any weight that I might pick up off. I don't know if that makes sense if you're watching this, but I hope that if, because that's the one thing that everybody said to me when I was so strict. They're like, well, eventually you're going to have to not be so strict, and then that's where you got to worry about the weight coming back on. So I've put on, 5 to 6, 7 pounds, but then I can go 2 days on the diet, and guess what? It disappears, and then I end up losing more. So just don't feel like you got to be super strict the whole time. Life's too short not to have a blueberry streusel donut. Am I right? Why am I holding it so awkwardly? Like I've never held a donut before. Life's also too short to not have blueberry pancakes. Oh my. Those look good. Oh, Gotta show me a picture of blueberry pancakes, huh? What am I gonna have for lunch now? You know what you could get blueberry pancakes at the Market Grill Express. Another picture. Insult to injury now with the blueberry pancake picture. I'm the kind of guy that I want the fresh blueberries in the batter. You know what I'm saying? So then when you flip the pancake, and then you could maybe put extra blueberries on top, but you mix up your batter and then you're dropping the blueberries in there. And then if you want to go full Monty, if you'll have it, get blueberry syrup. Right? Circle gets the square. Go all in if you're going to do it. Don't mail it in. Psh, my goodness. Oh, look at those are even fluffy. Those are like me, little fluffy. That's really good looking. All right. So we talked about the big game coming up on Sunday. Of course, we're all going to watch it. Even if there's people that are like, I don't like football. You're going to find yourself for at least an hour, half hour, putting the game on. You might as well come to a place like Hy-Vee and get everything that you need. I'm thinking about, mainly because they're in my line of sight right now, but wouldn't a green bean casserole be a good dish on Super Sunday? Am I the only one? Green bean casserole? Like, when was the last time you just happened to put together a green bean casserole when it's not Christmas or Thanksgiving? Like, there's so many of these dishes, and a lot of them are in our old pal Delmar's wheelhouse. When you talk about, like, the Fiesta trays, and he's got this cheesy bean dip, and even just an excuse to get a tray with different meats and cheeses on it, where you're just coming here and picking it up. Like that super sub on Sunday that's going to be 24 feet long, that starts at 10 a.m. Don't show up at 2 and go, where's the super sub? Because it's going to be sold out. Like, if I had to assume, and y'all know that I love to assume, by 11, that sub will be sold out. Because this is such an exciting thing. Super sub for $12.99 a foot. It'll be gone quick. Starts at 10 a.m., and it says right there, available while supplies last. That's to prevent the person that's like, I came to the store at 2 and they didn't even have any of the super sub left. I'm never coming back to that store again. Well, it started at 10, and it said available while supplies last. Sorry. I can only be so polite. Rachel Burkamper says, you're making me hungry. Rachel, I wish this was 3D television and we could just hand you this blueberry streusel. But I can't. I'm sorry. We're not at that point with the technology yet. But it does look good. Again, I'm holding this donut. Like, I'm holding this like it's like a science experiment. I don't want to touch it. Look at that. Looks good, doesn't it? My nails don't look good. That's because I bite them. All right, a couple things to mention, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, I want to say that our guest that was supposed to be here from Reunion Brewery, do we still have the cart cam up? Could we go to Cody has never worked as hard, by the way. I mean, the cart cam has never been used this much. We were going to talk about Reunion Brewery in Coralville, and Jack was going to be with us, but the roads, with the snow, not the best, so Jack had called me and texted me this morning and said he couldn't make it. Jim Simmons filled in, which is wonderful. But Reunion Brewery does a great job, so I asked Cody if he could go to Wine and Spirits, and I don't assume that Cody knows what the Reunion Brewery beers look like. They have some great packaging, though. So Cody's going to have the Toyota Muscatine cart cam. He's going to go to Wine and Spirits and then hopefully ask for help. I don't know if Kayleen's there. One of the Wine and Spirits folks will be able to point him. But there's that back wall at Wine and Spirits that is all full of the craft beer, and that's where you'll find Reunion Brewery. And they are certainly part of the saying that I like to embody, which is the think local, drink local. And if you have the opportunity to support local breweries in and around the area, consider Reunion Brewery, again, in Coralville. Now, I can't think of the name of the beer that they have that I like, but I was drinking one of them last week, and it was good stuff. They've got super cool designs, though, and you can see from their pictures, I love the packaging that they do. What is that? The sneak peek of, what is that called? Wizard Lizard? Sign me up. How do I become the guy that can get the sneak peeks of the brewery items? I would love to do that. Can I just get on the list for the different breweries? Like, what we should do? We should have that Tony guy show up and help us out. All right, Cody's going to go straight. Then he's going to bust a left at that giant. And I know you can't really see it, but there's a giant wall of craft beer. There's Julia. And we are going to find some Reunion Brewery products. And as we get closer and closer, all of the guests this week, weather permitting, are going to be talking about craft beer, some spirits. because it is a big week for those folks. And we appreciate the relationships that we have because they're all coming in and building displays like you can see right there with the Busch Light and the Miller Lite and the Coors. And there's that Blue Moon deal that we mentioned. It's where you buy the 12-pack and you get the 6-pack for free. So we'll see which one Cody grabs. Again, I didn't really tell him a particular Reunion Brewery product to pick up. I'm just assuming he'll get a good one for us. Oh, Thad Burkhamper is coming to the store. There you go. So Thad will have to pick up some donuts for the Burkhamper Brood. I love being able to see people commenting on Facebook. And if you do watch this show live, really, you're tremendous people. It hasn't been said enough. Yesterday was James Peterson's birthday. James Peterson, great guy. Seriously, one of the nicest guys that I know. And an avid viewer of this show. Cody with some Reunion Lager. Good choice, young man. I don't even know if Cody's old enough to enjoy himself a Reunion product. And then what was the other one you grabbed, Code? Let's see that one. That is, nice job. Oh, look at that. Bring it in a little closer to the camera if you can hear me, Cody. That looks good. And we'll bring those back to the set, by all means. Yes, Reunion Brewery, think local, drink local. We've got a wonderful selection of beverages available right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. James Peterson, happy birthday. Thanks for watching the show on Facebook. I do appreciate it. So come to Hy-Vee today, the 28th. We'll make your Monday. Get here before it gets so cold. Are you going to do the move where you take hot water outside and you throw it in the air? Has anybody done that? You throw hot water in the air and it just becomes like snow, basically. You know, because there's not enough snow. You want to fill up some hot water and throw. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow on the show. We'll get some hot water and we'll just throw it in the air. Now, the fear that I always have is that I'm going to try that and it's not going to be cold enough and then I'm just going to get burned with hot water. That's why I've done it, but it's been a while. I wouldn't throw it at myself, but if I threw it, like if I had the hot water in a cup and I threw it up and it didn't whatever that is, freeze. It didn't precipitate. I just hit my glasses. I don't want to get scalded. But for the sake of the show, we'll have Betsy and Ryan and Cody do this. We'll send you outside when it's dangerously cold out. Is this somebody doing it? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that. Ryan, is this someone that you know? Is that how you're able to find a video so quick? Thank you, sir. The IPA, good choice. This is what I had the other day. So watch this. It's a hot pan of water, and then it becomes snow. Informer, snow. Make me boom, boom down. Look at that. This is what we do in Iowa. This is winter, baby. Dude, hey, throw it in me and videotape it. I was singing the same thing. Then we'll go get a super sub. And some Reunion Brewery IPA. Look at the packaging on this. This is good stuff here. I should probably point it at Cody. There we go. Boom. This is the IPA. This is Reunion Brewery, Coralville, Iowa. Think local, drink local. This is good stuff. You can tell that this is made with love. You can tell that this is canned. You know, think about that. If you're the kind of person that justifies think local, drink local because you know that this company, you know, creates jobs for people, whatever your reason, I just would hope you try their product. And we'll talk more and more about some beer and some wine. And I don't know why I can't awkwardly set down a 6-pack. I always feel like I'm going to break something. And then he cracked a beer open on his head on accident. Chris Schlichting watching on Facebook. Stand-up comedian Chris Schlichting in the Quad Cities this past weekend did a show with Gilbert Gottfried. How about that? How to Catch and Dress a Squirrel. Chris Schlichting, very good stand-up comedian and a friend of mine. All right, Ryan, what else do I want to mention? I want to mention the Thursday night steak dinner. If you find Chris Schlichting's Facebook page with his picture with Gilbert Gottfried, I'm happy to plug Chris Schlichting. He is a good friend. I want to definitely talk about Thursday night steak dinner. You don't have to do the cooking. And Thursday, it's still going to be a little chilly, so don't worry about it. We'll take care of you from 4 till 7. Stop by Hy-Vee. Kim Beckman and the kitchen crew will have steak, and you'll be able to have your steak and eat it too. These have been going over very well. We're happy with folks coming out and enjoying the Thursday night steak dinners, and they'll continue through the end of February. And you'll be able to see the menu, the items for the Thursday night steak dinner. It's always going to be on the back page of our Voice of Muscatine newspaper ad. little corner section talking about the Thursday night steak dinner. So look for that and then come and see us. We would love to hook you up. Choice Prime Sirloin, ready to go. That is the last week's one, everybody. Hi, I'm Marty McFly, and I just drove my DeLorean here from last week. Where am I, man? This week's steak is from a cow, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to brag. It's Choice Sirloin Steak Dinner. Is it the same one again? Or did the last other one say Prime? I don't know. Hopefully Tony got his notes right. Yeah, whatever. We're good. Garlic, mashed potatoes, choice of vegetables. Steak, steak, steak. What else do you need? Listen, I'm not perfect, all right? And then let's talk about I Do in Aisle 2. I Do in Aisle 2 is a complete wedding here at Hy-Vee. This is coming up. So this Saturday, we're going to announce the winner of I Do in Aisle 2, a wedding here at Hy-Vee. They're going to get married right in the vicinity of where we do the show on February 23rd. It's a full wedding from the ceremony. We'll have the reception in the club room. We'll take care of the food, the drinks, the cakes, the flowers, the DJ, and Media Tree, that's the company that produces this show, will stream and videotape the ceremony and have a copy available of that for the couple, which is amazing. That same night, the 23rd, we're putting you up at the Merrill Hotel and Conference Center in downtown Muscatine, which is a nice touch from the Merrill. And then Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry, who've been friends of mine for a long time, they'll be taking care of the groom's band, which is at least a $300 to $500 value. I'm really happy to have them on board doing that. Everybody making this a group effort and a lot of fun. I Do in Aisle 2. Ryan, a couple things. We'll get out of here. We'll do the job board, then we'll get out of here. The cholesterol screening coming up on February 5th, which, of course, is the one-year anniversary of the... Is that next week? Oh, my goodness. We are a week and a day away from the one-year anniversary of this show. And as we've said before, Ryan Broderson has a plan to rappel from the ceiling. It's going to be awesome. Dressed in the chicken costume that's upstairs. I may have to put on the chicken costume. Something's got to happen. I just hope that we have school on Tuesday, February 5th, because our guest is Superintendent Jerry Reby. Jerry, don't cancel school that day. Or if you do cancel, still keep your appearance on the show. We'll send a Sherpa to bring Jerry Reby to the show. February 5th, 7 to 11, cholesterol screening for free. Get it done. Hy-Vee Healthy U-Mobile. Outside. You probably didn't think you'd hear Sherpa mentioned on the show, but circle gets the square if you bet the over on that one. All right. The Muscatine Community Y Dinner is coming up February the 9th. Tickets still available. Limited to 40 seats. The Y Wine Dinner. The Y Wine Dinner is held here at Hy-Vee in the Market Grill Express, featuring our very own chef, Brian Scott. 5 courses, wine pairing, a good time, supporting a good cause. I promise you'll have fun. If you like something different on a Saturday night, this could be a great prelude to Valentine's Day. You could use this as your Valentine's date because you know that it's impossible to get a reservation on Valentine's Day. Newsflash, Valentine's Day is still February 14th for all you guys out there. It's still February 14th. And whether or not you think it's a Hallmark holiday, your significant other is expecting something. So don't be the goofball that's like, I'm not going to get you anything. 1 rose, 1 card, 1 can of Reunion Brewery IPA, a half-eaten blueberry streusel donut, anything to show you care. My Starbucks drink, just point it out. All right, so get your tickets for the wine dinner. Call the Y, talk to Amy Hessel, 563-263-9996. Space is limited. There's only 40 seats. That means 40 tickets. So please, let's sell that out. 5 courses paired with wine, a good time had by all. February 9th, coming in hot on that one. February 8th, if we backed up a day from there. This is all next week, by the way, guys. I don't know if you realize that. We've been talking about this stuff like it's not going to be here, and it's coming up. So that means that next Friday, February 8th, is the 29th annual cake auction at Muscatine High School, with cakes and cakes and cakes going for some serious dollars. Live auction, silent auction cakes available by the slice, and with ice cream. This all supports the Muscatine High School Booster Club. February 8th, 6 o'clock, it's a basketball doubleheader, boys and girls taking on Davenport West. Hy-Vee will be there serving up slices of cake and ice cream. Pork loin sandwiches, 50-50 raffle, and more. Don't miss out on a good time supporting the MHS Booster Club. And if you want to, remember, if you want to donate a cake, you can do it. contact the Booster Club. They would love to have that support. Last thing before the job board, February 12th, coming up again very soon, right? February 12th, 6 o'clock, Muscatine High School, Special Olympics basketball. There's two things that I look forward to doing each year: Special Olympics versus the firefighters police officer basketball game, and the Crossroads Christmas party. Supporting special needs folks, Special Olympic athletes. This is, if you've never gone to this game, please come for the first time. It's at Muscatine High School. There's plenty of seating, and the Special Olympic athletes do such a wonderful job. And I serve as a referee. I've done this for 4 or 5 years. I don't even know. I'm going to keep doing it until I don't know. Nothing can stop me from doing it. I told Jason Miller I'm signed up as long as you need me. Really care a lot about it. And the game will be live streamed on the internet. I don't know if you've heard of this. The internet. It's the future. With commentary from Brian Musell. So if you, for whatever reason, can't make the game, or if you're at the game and then you want to rewatch the broadcast, Media Tree streaming it, Brian Musell calling the game. It's a great idea. Added wrinkle to the fun. And Jim Simmons, who is on the show this morning, and yours truly, serving as referees. Again, for our 4th or 5th time. I'd have to look at my notes to see how long we've done it together, but no signs on slowing down for either of us. So please come out and support the athletes. It's also a big fundraiser for Special Olympics, so take part in the bake sale, 50-50 raffle, buy a T-shirt, donate some money. Again, they'd love to have your support. I still need to get a referee shirt. Ref shirt. 2XL tall, 2XLT, ref shirt. Ref shirt. Shorts? Should I don't know. Yoga pants? No? Oh, I get the yes nod, but not on the shorts. Here's Betsy. Shorts? No. Yoga pants? Nobody wants to see that. All right. I don't think they make. Maybe I'll get like those workout pants. You know what I mean? Like compression pants. Is that what they're called? That's what I need. That's what I need to be walking around in, is a ref shirt and compression pants. Sir, we need you to not come back to the high school. As a matter of fact, you need to stay 1,000 feet away. I thought it was a good idea. Team staffing job board. If you or someone you know needs a job, maybe that job is finding a referee shirt for me. Jenny has an opportunity for first shift welders. This is Jenny McWade at Team Staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard. Call Jenny at 563-316-7635. Jenny's got an opportunity for you. Alan has 30 openings. Look at Alan. Alan's like, well, I was going to have 10 openings, but I feel like Alan does this on purpose. He's just trying to show up his coworkers. 30 openings. All shifts pay up to $14.50 an hour, from machine operator, forklift to assembly. Call Alan, 563-316-7638. I'd love to get that number from 30 to 15. And Marcy also says, I'll take more than one. Sure. First shift maintenance, harness builder, extension line assembly, jack assembly, service tech, electrical tech, and first and second shift CNC operators. 316-7640. Team staffing on Lake Park Boulevard. Walk in and get a job. Visit them online. Call these fine folks and mention that you saw the opening on this show, because at the very least it gets me a crisp high five from them. Okay, thanks to Jim Simmons for pinch hitting this morning on Hy-Vee today. School canceled today, Monday, the 28th of January. And if I had to go out on a limb with the cold weather that we're forecasted to receive, I would say that probably not going to have school on Tuesday or Wednesday with these dangerous temps. You know, make sure that you keep the four-legged, even, and I said this before, but if you've got the quote-unquote outside dog, at least check on the outside dog. Bring him inside for a night. Pay attention to your neighbors if you feel like, you know, somebody could use some assistance. Just be prepared for this. This type of cold weather doesn't happen that often, and the last thing that we want to hear about is somebody finding themselves in dire straits. And, you know, I don't know. I get it that it's going to be cold. You know, your vehicle might not start, one of those things. Wednesday's high, it'll be sunny, but the high is negative 13. What a great week to come back from vacation, Mike Weiss. Oh. But again, as we look to the weekend, right? So this is just a couple of rough days, but we're tough. We're Iowans or Illinoisans, Muscatinians, Muskies, Falcons, whatever school you support. 40 and 42, and then 38 on Monday. So a little bit of misery to get. And then I don't know, Ryan, if you go past there, if it takes you past next Monday, But let's hope for the best. And if that stupid groundhog sees his shadow, I'll be driving to Punxsutawney to kidnap a groundhog. So if I'm not here on Monday, just assume that I'm on the run with a groundhog that I've kidnapped because he saw his shadow. Because February 2nd, correct me if I'm wrong, this Saturday is Groundhog's Day. That's correct, right? Thank you. Yes, it is correct. Don't make me second guess myself. Betsy, I know Groundhog's Day. It's my friend Emmett's birthday. There we go. If we get 5 more weeks of winter, Thad Burkhamper and I are going to... Thank you. Is that for me? Thank you, Thad Burkhamper. You're marvelous. I guess we'll maybe save this for when we drive to Punxsutawney to kidnap that groundhog. Thank you. That was awesome. Nobody has ever walked by and given us fruit. That's good. We need this to happen more. People at home, bring us stuff. Poor Ryan Broderson's starving over there. Thad did make my Monday, everybody. That's a nice fruit medley. It's called a melon hula bowl, and I think it says, great for any occasion, like a Monday. Look at my hand model skills. Let me shake it up a little bit. There you go. Thank you, Thad. You're marvelous. It'll go great with my blueberry streusel. You try and say that 3 times fast. Very good. Okay, well, thanks to Thad Burkhamper. TV Mentalism. Little drive-by fruit delivery, everybody. He's too kind. Stay warm. Take care of yourself. Salt your sidewalk and your driveway. I say that, I think about our mail carriers, our men and women that are carrying our mail, and some of the conditions that they have to deal with. Granted, they chose that job, but you can still be a decent human being and shovel and salt a little bit for them. And everybody else that's going to be kind of having to work in the element. And a shout out to all the plow drivers, whether you're plowing as a side business, you're plowing for the city of Muscatine, or you're plowing for the county. Much appreciated. Nobody says that to you, or they don't say it enough. You're doing a great job. That's a thankless gig, getting called out to plow and push snow. And if you're the owner of a vehicle that needs to move, right? The last thing that you want to do is live on the street where you can tell they've plowed, but there's vehicles that they can't, I was thinking about that this morning on the way to work. You see how big those blades are on those trucks, and they're kind of maneuvering around the car. So if you can move your car, they'll plow your street. It's a crazy concept, I know. So let's get some of those vehicles moved, and shout out to everybody that's pushing snow. We appreciate you. Please take Betsy and Ryan and Cody with you. They would love to help you snowplow and throw salt. Betsy would love that. Betsy, you know what I was doing when I was 11 and 12 years old with my dad's snowplow business? My job was to jump out, climb into the bed of the truck, and then lift 100-pound bags of salt with a knife. I would cut the bag open and fill the salt hopper. That's why I'm so strong, because I was lifting, and that's also why I probably have a bad back, because I was 12 years old lifting 100-pound bags of salt with a very dangerous, sharp knife. I'm glad that I have all my digits still, because there were some close calls. All right, thanks for watching Hy-Vee today. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Toyota Muscatine. Thanks to Team Staffing. Thanks for Ryan Broderson knocking over stuff off camera. They're trading computers or something. I don't know I never know what they're doing over there. I'm half tempted to throw a donut at them, but I don't want to waste it. We'll see you Tuesday. Stay warm. And, hey, kids, listen. You're going to be in school till the 4th of July, so I hope it's all worth it right now. School is not going to end this year. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. With more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
Well, yeah, man. This Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.